Sunday night.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. Leading them out, a familiar face for the other sideline, a guy drafted first overall the year the Rams moved back to L.A., and the face of the franchise really for 5 seasons, Jared Goff. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. St. Brown motioning left. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
That is caught. He's got the first down and more. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Goff now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Now Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Again, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The L.A. defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum.
There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. touchdown there. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit he deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he's playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy, he plans on getting his team back into the championship conversation.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season, he's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. That's quickly to Atwell on his slant. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. Now it's Stafford. And that's incomplete.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Stafford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it?
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
The Jared Verse you meet off the field, you're really going to like. But he knows how to turn on the nastiness when he crosses the lines. He's a bully, rugged, and a physical pass rusher.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. To throw is Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Another catch for him there, and the number is starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Goff. Finding Williams once more, complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
This will be caught by Brown. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 30 yards. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A 10-play drive that time. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Second and 10.
Now Stafford.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
To throw is Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
Fielded at the 33. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Now Goff.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Goff.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Sam Laporta.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Well, they'll send Adams in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Stafford now to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. Breaks a tackle. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Puka Nakua.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. But Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
Gone. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. Hand off now to Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 50 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting them the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up close to midfield.
First down by Higbee, and he's sneakily been one of the most reliable tight ends in the passing game over the last handful of seasons. He may not hit 100 targets this year as he did prior, but when the ball's thrown his way, he comes down with it more often than not.
Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. A quick throw there is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The slot man in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
Back to throw, Goff. He's got it to Williams. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 3. Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Goff now to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Goff and Williams hook it up there for a Lions 1st.
They'll look to throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
second down and 3.
Goff.
Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Point after here coming up. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Here's Stafford.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Stafford.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Stafford. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Now is 2nd and 10.
Now Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Stafford.
To the right side, that's Whittington.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Patrick Mahomes, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we'll make the trek east to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Michael Penix with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take two for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. He got out to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the second quarter, so he has been on target throughout. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Back to throw, Stafford.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He may go.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. And right now, they are thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
To throw is Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1.
Back to throw. Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
86 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Lions have got it on cruise control.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. Play action, Stafford. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. Now we give up the mid. And he coughed it up.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Lions offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Goff. Incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
39 yards.
And the Lions get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
Stafford now to throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Here's Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. And Gibbs has it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
In motion right, that's Williams.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Goff.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. Now it's Gibbs.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Here's Goff.
That is caught. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The football going back to the Rams now. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's third down.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Lions offense getting set once again.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Stafford.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
To about the 33-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here is 3rd and 5. Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Stafford. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stafford. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford.
Open man, he's got Atwell. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week.